Have you ever stopped to think about all the invisible rules that guide you through your day? Seriously, from the second you wake up, you're moving through this complex web of systems. Most of the time, we don't even notice they're there. But honestly, without this invisible architecture, our world would just be chaos. So, let's start making it visible. So, what is it really? What's this invisible force that keeps everything running pretty smoothly, that stops society from just falling apart? Is it the big stuff like laws? Is it just people trying to be nice? Or is there something more going on? You know what? To really get a handle on this, we're going to follow a day in the life of a student named Jason. Just by watching him move through a pretty typical day, we're going to see this hidden framework start to come into focus. Our journey with Jason begins the moment he steps out of his room. And bam! The very first thing he runs into is this sign, a simple, explicit rule. Jason remembers last semester when some students were super loud late at night, and yeah, nobody could sleep. So this rule, it wasn't just put there to be annoying, it was created to solve a real problem. And that's when it kind of clicks for him. This is the first big idea. At their best, rules are just agreements we all make to live together in the same space without driving each other nuts. It's really the foundational principle of any community, isn't it? Okay, so let's see what happens now when Jason leaves the dorm and heads out into the wider public world, a world full of community and, well, crowds. He gets to the bus stop, and there's no sign here. There's no rule book telling people what to do, and yet everyone just understands. The bus is late, people are probably getting a little impatient, but the line holds firm. Why is that? It's because queuing is a totally unspoken system. It's like this invisible social software we all have running in the back of our minds. It's so automatic you can break it down into these 3 simple steps. It's a kind of social dance that we all learn without ever really being taught. And as thought here, this gets right to the heart of it. The glue that holds these unspoken systems together is a shared sense of fairness. Cutting in line isn't just rude, it violates that deep collective feeling that everybody deserves their turn. And here's another quick one, a simple public norm. I mean, he could just blast his video for the whole bus to hear, but he doesn't. He puts on his headphones. It's a small act of courtesy, another unwritten rule that just makes sharing a crowded space a lot more pleasant for everyone involved. So we've seen dorm rules and these unspoken social norms. But what about the systems that are completely inflexible, the ones that really don't care how we feel? Jason gets to a crosswalk, and the little red hand is up. He looks both ways. The street is totally empty. Come on, we've all been in this exact spot, feeling that little pull of impatience. He could easily just cross, couldn't he? And this right here is the internal debate we've all had. His feeling, his in-the-moment logic is saying, it's safe, it's faster, just go. But the system, the objective law, has only one simple command. The light is red. And the two are in direct conflict. And then he gets it. The law is an impersonal system. It's designed for maximum safety for everyone, all the time. It can't possibly account for his specific feelings at this specific intersection, at this specific moment. It's a blanket rule. And so he waits. Now, I know following rules can sometimes feel like a restriction, but let's look at how these very same systems are designed to create incredible efficiency and, prevent total chaos. Okay, so Jason needs to sort out an issue with his class schedule. He gets to the school office and sees this sign. It's another clear, explicit system. There's no guessing. He knows exactly when he can get help. And because that system exists, because people know when to show up and the staff knows when they need to be there, Jason's problem gets solved quick and easy. Imagine if there were no hours. It would be a constant, chaotic mess. This system makes things run smoothly. But systems that govern shared stuff, they can get a little tricky. Later in the library, Jason gets up to grab some water. He comes back, and someone's sitting in his chair. His immediate reaction? Frustration. Wasn't that his seat? But then he thinks about it for a second and realizes, no, the unwritten rule of the library is that a seat is a temporary resource. By leaving, he kind of forfeited his claim. It's a subtle system, but it's how fairness is managed in a place with limited resources. Okay, so as Jason's day starts wrapping up, let's pull all these different threads together and take a look at the big picture. His last action of the day involves a whole other kind of system. He puts on his helmet to ride his scooter.
Now, this isn't really for the community like lining up is. This is a personal duty. It's a rule he follows for his own safety, a system for managing his personal risk.
So just think about it. In one single day, Jason navigated all these different layers. He obeyed formal laws, like the traffic signal. He followed public rules, like the office hours. He participated in unspoken social norms, like queuing. And he fulfilled personal duties, like putting on his helmet.
And that, right there, is the big takeaway. All these different layers of rules, from official laws to unspoken norms, these are the systems that form the invisible architecture of our lives. And when they work well, they make our world fundamentally fairer, safer, and just calmer for everybody.
They are all around us, all the time, quietly guiding everything we do and making society possible. So the question I have for you is this: now that you know what to look for, which invisible system will you notice tomorrow?